Good afternoon. This is Todd Colvin coming to you from the floor of the CME Group. We are talking equities. Those E-mini S&Ps back near the all-time highs. Got above 2,400 after the FOMC minutes and didn't really show much fear or didn't show much anticipation of any down trades. The Fed minute announcement came out. It came and went, and equities really didn't see much of a reactive trade, and that really echoed throughout not only equities but in bonds and in currencies and commodities, because the equity market continues to lead all asset classes. And if you look at what they're doing in volatility now, you've seen volatility, we saw that big spike from last week. We saw equities sell off. There's an obvious correlation that if there is any fear being smelled in the equity markets, that you're going to see a bit in volatility. It came and went as quickly as it ever did, and we're back down into that low 10 handle in the VIX index. We got down to 9.5 for a new all-time low not too long ago, so we're very close to that as equities continue to extend higher highs. And a lot of these higher highs in the equity indices, as opposed to the lower lows in the volatility indices, more asset allocation, more moving out of bonds into stocks, with the idea that this is going to continue. And if Fed hikes are already priced in, and if the increase or the transitory numbers we saw in first quarter are going to reverse and go higher, equities really have a lot of upside here. It's that fear that we haven't seen, that we saw for a brief moment last week when some of President Trump's policies were questionable whether they were going to get through, and you saw a 2% decline in equities and a spike in the VIX index, and sort of a, hey, what's going on here trade, that it is out there and it can happen. So I think that right now equity buyers need to continue to look for ways to hedge their portfolios, whether you're buying SPX puts or whether you're buying VIX calls, whether you're buying Treasury calls. You've got to have something in there, because at a moment's notice, it could all change, although be it isn't going to change today. This has been Todd Colvin coming to you from the floor of the CME Group.